Hey, Nate, I know this one probably stings a little bit more knowing how much you guys fought back, especially in that second half. I guess, what did you see on that final play and what kind of transpired there?
Well, it comes down to most of these games are going to come down to making plays. And, making the plays are getting stops, getting rebounds, making shots. And, they made the plays down the stretch in the overtime. Big plays. We had an opportunity to rebound the basketball, gain possession of that. We didn't do that. They hit a three, which goes into overtime. A couple loose balls. And then the last possession of the game, Looney gets a tip in. You got to get that rebound. So it comes down to making plays, and they made more plays than we did.
What do you say to the guys? Because 2 of the last 3 games have ended like this, basically, with like a buzzer beater against the Nets, and then this one. Just what do you say to the guys to kind of keep their heads up? Because they did fight back a lot that second half.
Well, that's what I said. I really, that was on our board. We got to make a way. We talk about finding a way to get a win. Sometimes you got to make a way, and making the way is making plays. Certainly going down the stretch, as I mentioned, getting loose balls, rebounding the basketball, knocking down shots, knocking down your free throws. Sometimes you got to make breaks for yourself. And we didn't do that tonight. I thought we played a hell of a second half. Our third quarter was great. I thought we did a good job of getting stops defensively. I thought we settled down a little bit more in that third quarter, had a big third quarter, and was able to fight our way back into the game. And the fourth quarter, kind of going back and forth. And it comes down to making plays and on both ends of the floor. The last play, they made it with the tip in.
What was the difference, especially defensively, in that third quarter? What changed for you guys coming out of halftime?
I thought it was offensively. We were getting stops, and I thought we stayed with our game plan. I thought we was pretty physical defensively. We was getting stops, and then we were scoring. I thought we was a little bit more patient offensively and not settling for the long ball, making them work defensively, and was able to, score, get out and get some easy baskets. But they're as we said, they're not going to change their style of play. We felt like we could get back into the game. We did. We got to do a better job of finishing these games.
Coach, in the double overtime, you're down 5. I believe you came out of the timeout. DeJounte hits the 3. Then you're down 2 after the stop. Trae comes in, gets the floater. Both those situations, are you emphasizing going for the 3 or the 2? What were the 2 play calls that you had there?
We needed to score. Basically, we needed to score in that situation, and we got the bucket.
Trae, obviously these heartbreakers never get any easier, but what do you take away from tonight?
Clay did what he's done his whole career. Got hot. And they got too far ahead in the first half for us to really fight back and take a big enough lead that you need to beat this type of team at home. So I think we did a really good job in the second half fighting our way back into it and making it a game. But that first half really, really hurt us.
What were you able to do, I guess, to get those stops to kind of come back in there and close the gap?
We just played more physical and just really is the offensive pace. I think in the first half they got us too much in the half court and we were just playing too slow. And then the second half we were more pushing the pace and getting transition points and able to play more faster. So I think that really helped us on the defensive end too.
What's said in the locker room after a game like this? Because the game against the Nets, 2 games ago, ended similarly to this. It's hard to have 2 heartbreakers in the last 3 games, right?
Yeah, it's tough to lose any game, whether it's 1 or 50. It's a loss. So, that's how I look at it. I mean, it's tough to be on this side of a buzzer beater, but, I mean, we've been on the other side before, too. So whether it's by 1 or by 50, it's still a loss. So it's tough either way.